Hey guys, welcome back to some more F1 2018 and part 17 of Season 2 of our McLaren Career Mode. In today's episode we have the Japanese Grand Prix, and once again we are easily through to Q3. Pretty much all the big names making it through this time. Raikkonen has gone, as has... no, Verstappen is there. In fact, everybody else is in the mix, and last time out winner Sergio Perez is in there as well. He was P2 in the last session, so looks like Force India a little bit overpowered towards the end of the season, but we'll see how they do in this qualifying session. Well, we're coming through 130R, and as you can see in the top left, we are 10th up on Sebastian Vettel's pole position time at the moment. Here we are coming round the final turn now. A little bit too much curb, and goodness me, we nearly went into the wall. We're on the grass. And, well, we still managed to go P2, but goodness me, that was a scrappy end of the lap. So, we'll go round again, and we'll try and improve. But at the moment, Sebastian Vettel is leading the way. Well, we're coming through 130R, we're neck and neck with our original time, although Daniel Ricciardo has gone quickest with a 1:28.3. We're coming through the final chicane now, we come through there much better. But I don't think we're going to make half a second up. We only make 2/10 up.
It's a bit disappointing, but we just need to push.
6th, well, that's disappointing. As Jeff says, that is disappointing. We did have the pace there, we just couldn't hook it together. Well, there you go.
Ricciardo, Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye.
But what a conclusion to that qualifying session. Daniel Ricciardo takes pole position for the Japanese Grand Prix. Vettel there in 2nd. Hamilton in 3rd, the championship leader. Fernando Alonso qualifies 4th. Decent run out from him. Hopefully he won't have any engine penalties or anything like that. So there you go then. Perez 5th, we're in 6th. And that's a decent starting point for tomorrow's race. I think we have got the pace round here. So I'm looking forward to getting right into it.
And a very warm welcome to the Japanese Grand Prix, an event that has decided a driver's championship 11 times over the years and has hosted some very memorable races as well. Who can forget Kimi Raikkonen's win from 17th on the grid in 2005, or Kamui Kobayashi's incredible drive to a podium in 2012. We're southwest of the city of Nagoya today at the unique figure-of-8 Suzuka circuit. 3.6 miles and 18 corners make up a lap here, with average speeds approaching 136 miles per hour. DRS will be available, of course, into the potential passing opportunity at turn 1, although the best place for overtaking will be through 130R and into the final chicane. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Now, I want to ask you about Lance Stroll. There's a new gearbox in the back of that car, which means a grid penalty, and hopefully some excitement as they make their way through the field.
Well, at the end of the day, it's always better to take some pain now than parking it up halfway through the Grand Prix. Let's just hope they can put that new gearbox to good use and get the results they're looking for.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, the captain, Valtteri Bottas, and Verstappen, Hülkenberg, Ocon, Leclerc, and Daniel Ricciardo. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Sainz, Raikkonen, Kevin Magnussen, and Alonso, Grosjean, Hartley, Marcus Ericsson, and Sergei Sorokin. Stroll and Pierre Gasly rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
5 races remaining, and you've still got a chance of winning the World Drivers' title. Let's grab a solid points finish.
Well, here we are on the track then, and, well, Fernando just can't catch a break, can he? Another engine penalty, which, you know, is incredibly unlucky, and, well, you've got to feel sorry for him. We gained 2 positions out of it, though, so we'll be starting in 4th position instead of 6, which helps us in the championship, I guess. Unfortunately, Ricciardo has dropped 10 places as well from his pole position, so...
Have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
So, despite his fantastic qualifying, he's down in 11th, so we could see some heroics from him throughout this Grand Prix. I wonder where he can finish, and hopefully, I mean, you know, I've been saying this so often, but we have got the pace around here, so hopefully Fernando can pull himself together and actually have a good race today. But Perez once again starting in 3rd position, won the last Grand Prix. I mean, he's having a fantastic end to the season, and as we've seen, Force India, the 8th best team in Formula 1, 3rd worst apparently according to the R&D screen. But he's obviously in a rich vein of form at the moment, which is fantastic to see. Oh, I thought he was going to say rain is coming, but he said radar is clear, so we should get a dry race today. It is a little bit murky. You know, there feels like there could be a little bit of moisture in the air, but apparently the radar's clear, so we'll have to trust that. I'm gonna start on hot lap for once, because Jeff put it in his pre-race message to start on hot lap, so we'll trust Jeff. Jeff's expertise on this as we come round the final chicane, where Kamui Kobayashi made so many fantastic overtakes back in 2012 when Sauber were a really good team. You know, Perez was getting regular podiums for them, a couple of second places, most notably in Malaysia, but that is a long time ago now, and we're just thinking about lining up on this grid and starting behind our 2 championship rivals, Hamilton and Vettel. Bottas, the other championship rival, is behind us in 5th. So Verstappen is 6th, Hulkenberg in a good 7th, Ocon 8th, Leclerc in 9th, and I think Ricciardo in 10th. Here we go then. Lights out, away we go here in Japan, and for once we get a very good start off the line, as does Hamilton. He gets past Vettel into the first turn. We're just going to hold it down the inside here. Perez having a look side by side with Sebastian Vettel, and he hits the grass. We're just going to have to observe this. We do not want to end up spinning here on this first turn, but we actually got a good start there. Now that we're used to this sort of medium traction control, hey ho, it works. Thank you to whoever said that in the comments many races ago. I think in the comment section of Hungary that was said. But a decent start for us here on this first lap. We have obviously got a little bit more pace than Perez, you would imagine. But whether we can catch the front two, I'm not so sure. But Verstappen is right in our gearbox as well, right behind us. And it looks like Fernando's maybe made a couple of places up. Well, this could be our chance as we go through 130R. We're going to have to be careful. But we hold it very flat. And we've got a chance down the inside here. And we've managed to make the move. We lock up slightly, but we're through. And that is the main thing. So, we are back into 3rd position now. But here he comes. Perez having a look. But he goes wide. He takes too much pace into turn 1.
DRS has been enabled.
And well, now we need to settle down after that little battle there, because Verstappen is right behind us and we've just made a couple of mistakes through the centre S's. Whew, that was close, but we're fine.
6.0 seconds.
Well, Verstappen makes the same mistake as Perez as we go into turn 1, and we manage to stay ahead. I think we're coming in at the end of this lap, so it's time to push everything out of these tyres, although we're losing it a little bit. I think these tyres are past their best, but we're holding it flat, getting plenty of grass on our tyres in this Grand Prix, goodness me, but the main thing is we're still in third position, just. Well, we're in, just about, and we're one of the first cars into this pit lane.
Exit now.
And we're away in 2.1 seconds. Not bad. Not bad at all. So time now to push the hell out of this car and try and close the gap to Hamilton and Vettel up ahead. Well, here we are on the final lap then, and yeah, I can only apologise that there hasn't been too much action in this race. It's just been one of those where we've kind of been in no man's land in P3 here. Far enough ahead of Bottas to just sort of manage our pace, and not really fast enough to close the gap to the two cars in front. It's going to be a very solid 15 points that we get out of this if we can finish the job. Max Verstappen, by the way, did retire from behind, although we're going to be under pressure now from Valtteri Bottas because we've made that mistake. I don't know why, but whenever I cut to you guys, we just seem to be making little mistakes today, and I'm not entirely sure why. But here we go. Here's Bottas having a look once again. Well, we're going to go down the inside of 130R here, which is going to turn into the inside. Oh my god. Well, the stewards are letting us get away with it. And I think...
Can't complain about that one. That was an excellent drive.
Oh, well, we did get third in the end. We ran out of fuel. I thought Bottas was going to get us on the line there, but that was a horrific end. But we deserved third. We'd been there the whole time, so...
Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm going for someone who really punched above their weight today, and that's Sergei Sorokin. He was fantastically quick through the whole Grand Prix.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. Another team that will be satisfied with this Grand Prix is Sauber, whose good results moves them further up the championship. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.
Well, there you have it then. I mean, both Red Bulls actually retired. I didn't know that, but that is quite worrying for them. Fernando once again not managing to score any points, and he's really having a poor end of the season. He won a couple of Grand Prix earlier in the year, but just hasn't been there the last few Grand Prix, and we've been carrying the team, finishing third here today. A bit fortunate at the end, admittedly, but you know, we'd been in third the whole race. I wasn't going to let it go. Vettel winning the Grand Prix then, 2 seconds ahead of Hamilton in the end. It was a close battle between them. We got the fastest lap at 1:30.8, set not long after we changed our tyres. The championship then, Hamilton leads the way, 3 points ahead of Vettel, 14 points ahead of Bottas, and we slipped to 20 points behind now. We're going to have to start making up some points in the final 4 Grand Prix of the season. McLaren there in third. We have slipped further behind Ferrari simply because there's only one of us scoring at the moment, and they have 2 guys that are in the points, and you know, that's going to be the difference come the end of the season, unless Fernando can pull his finger out. Anyway, if you've enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like down below. Really does help me out, means a lot to me as well. Subscribe to the channel for regular F1 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.